Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. We're really excited to host this first Hardware Club meetup in London. And very excited to have such great speakers and such great turnout for tonight. For those of you who don't know Entrepreneur First, EF is the probably earliest stage investor in the world, in that we invest in Europe's top technical talent before they even have a company. So EF's business model is that we find the very best talent from the whole of Europe, and then we spend 6 months with them in a very intensive program, helping them build tech companies that can scale globally right here from London. We are really excited about really hard tech problems, and increasingly that means hardware. We've made 37 investments over the last 3 years, and I think now about 5 of those are in hardware companies, and I'm glad to see we have some EF alumni with hardware companies, such as Jesse at the back there tonight. We're really excited about hardware within the EF model. So EF invests small amounts of money, more or less covering living expenses for founders for a 6-month period in order to give them both the time and the space to work on the hardest, most ambitious things they can and the support that they need to grow. What's really exciting for us is that when we started EF, even though that was only 4 years ago, doing hardware through this model was really, really, hard. Because it was too expensive, it was too slow, it was really hard to get prototypes that customers could fall in love with. It was really hard to get to manufacture, it was really hard to scale. And even in just this 4-year period of running EF, it's really striking how much that world has changed and how much is now possible through new techniques in prototyping, new abilities to manufacture at scale, new ways to do kind of things like pre-orders and pre-sales, and I think we're going to hear from Indiegogo later. So increasingly we're seeing a higher and higher proportion of our applicants are people who have hardware backgrounds and have hardware ideas. And it seems very obvious to us that over the years ahead we're going to see more and more hardware companies coming out of EF. I think a trend we're particularly excited about is using very kind of cutting edge developments in software in conjunction with cutting edge developments in hardware to do some really special things. And if you haven't met Jesse from PyTop, who is one of our alumni who we invested in last year and is building something really quite special, you should definitely talk to him about that. I think it's a really nice way of building both very exciting software and a really exciting community on top of hardware. I'm not going to keep you much longer because there are people much better qualified than I am to talk about hardware and the future of hardware financing for startups tonight. But I'd just like to welcome you again to EF. And I suppose to say, if you want to build a hardware startup in London, if you're at the very earliest stage, if you want to meet some of the best technical talent in Europe as your potential co-founders and go through that journey from the very beginning, we always like to say EF is the only investor that starts on day -100 of a startup's life all the way through to day 100, then we'd love to talk to you, or you can find out more about us at joinef.com. But thanks so much for being here. We're really proud to be collaborating with you. Thanks.